Hey everyone, this is Matt with the Fundamental Investing Institute. Thank you for tuning in. We just did a video on kind of one of the post-acquisition issues that I've run into with a lot of acquirers, and they tend to become very zealous about focusing on the business development side and the marketing and business strategy, and they tend to lose sight of day-to-day operations, and they tend to lose sight of customer service failures and workflow problems and all these things. Now, the other extreme there is someone who is getting into the business operationally, and that's a good idea to do that, but at some point you have to create processes and you have to train people and elevate them so that you can focus on the business development side, because if you don't do that, your business will never grow. You'll burn out. You'll have problems with your family. It doesn't end well. And so we always talk about the dichotomy between working in your business and working on your business. And far too many entrepreneurs I see, business owners, really fall into that trap where they're not focusing on building an operating infrastructure, and that business becomes too contingent on them. And like I said, it's not good for the business, and it's certainly not good for the health of the owner operator. So that's kind of the other extreme. So again, we really have to find a balance. Ideally, if you are acquiring a business, your first year, you're probably going to want to become pretty involved, if for no other reason than to learn the operations of that business. So if you're buying an HVAC company, for example, and you've never done that kind of work, it makes sense to go out and do some field work and try to learn every aspect of that business. And then over time, you can try to elevate some people into management roles and try to grow the company and so forth. But again, it's finding it's finding a balance between those two extremes. On the one end, a lot of acquirers or entrepreneurs, they tend to get overly zealous on the business stuff, lose sight of the operating detail. The other extreme is they're just focused on day-to-day operating detail and not paying attention to the operating infrastructure. They're not working on branding. They're not building their website, building their digital media strategy, etc. And that side of it too can also really hinder the value of the business. I know some people now have been in business for a long time. They're looking at retirement, and they're really looking at potential sale prices that are 30% of what they should be, because they just didn't put in the time and the little bit of money that it would take to create a stronger business that can be handed off to someone else. So we'll end that here. That's our takeaway, though, is to try to, we want to try to find a balance between these two operating extremes. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.